can't get any sleep, join the club. I've had lots of clients coming to me recently telling me how their sleep's out of whack, and to be fair, this is a pretty common complaint with clients that I work with depression, anxiety, particularly the nighttime waking. People always say to me, what do I do, Gerry, if I'm awake, I'm there at 3 o'clock in the morning, and what do I do? Do I get up? Do I lie there? I'm tossing and turning, I'm getting myself in a right old state. So what do I do about that? A couple of tips from me. First of all, the thing to understand is that it's only in recent times, modern times, since we've had the electric light, that whole sleeping through the night thing has become a thing. It is a natural thing for mammals to be able to do that, to go through the night and to sleep through. But if you look back at many of the ancient texts, you'll see mention of 2 sleeps quite a lot. So I think that's the first thing to understand, that it's actually quite natural to wake up after 3 or 4 hours and have a bit of a wakeful time and then to drift off again. The problem is, of course, for people who are, and I'm in this club, who can stay awake. They're awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're finding it's 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock and still not got back over. And the people that I'm working with clients, they're often, I've got work in the morning, how am I going to manage? So I suppose the second thing to talk about is the idea that we've all got our natural circadian rhythms, and they'll get you through the day's work. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them this, but usually, in your first 2 or 3 days, you can get through. You can get through with unlimited sleep. For most people, by day 3 or 4, they're going to feel so tired that they are going to sleep like a log, no matter what. So for 2 or 3 nights disturbed sleep, they can kind of catch up in one night. So for those people who are lying awake, what to do? They often say to me, do I get up? Do I stay there? First of all, try staying. It's no good if your head's on absolute overdrive and you're getting yourself all worked up, then no, don't lie there. Get up, move around, change rooms. Just by getting up and walking around, you will, the kind of overdrive, the thoughts that are on overdrive will change. You'll be thinking about other things. You'll walk into the kitchen, we'll probably visit the fridge or whatever. So yeah, getting up and having a little wander around if you've really got yourself in a state about it. If you're not in a state, one of the things to remind yourself is that it's not abnormal. You're awake at 3 o'clock, it's not abnormal. If you can do your kind of body scanning, so that relaxing your feet and then working up and then relaxing your calves and working up, doing a full body scan. But the little simple trick that I found that helps me most of all is reminding myself that I'm resting, and your body needs rest as well. So just staying there, and I'm saying, okay, Gerry, you're awake, but you're resting. You're resting your body, you're resting your brain, if you are resting your brain. And your body can still do its work, the work that it needs to do while you're lying in bed of an evening, resting and renewing. So it can still do that work, even though you're not actually asleep. You do a fair amount of that work just because you're relaxing, laying down flat and resting, both physically and hopefully mentally. You try as much as you can to get yourself into a relaxed mental state and to not get worked up about the idea that you're not going back over to sleep. I know, excuse me, I know how it feels to have just drifted back over at about 6:30 and then your alarm goes off at 7 and you feel like crying. But just to revisit what I said, your natural rhythms, the circadian rhythms, will get you through your work day. If you absolutely have to, and you can find a safe, quiet corner to sit at work in your lunch break and close your eyes for 15 minutes. But I would only suggest that if you're desperate, because actually getting into the habit of daytime napping isn't going to help your evening, isn't going to help your nighttime sleep. But if you're absolutely desperate and you're feeling like I won't get through the afternoon, even if you have to go and sit in the loo and close your eyes for 15 minutes and grab that little power nap, again, you probably won't be asleep. I tend not to sleep in the day, but I have noticed the difference 15 minutes with my eyes closed can make. So there's another little tip. So I hope there's something in there that can help you. Do drop your comments below if you want to ask me anything about this, or to talk about your specific circumstances, and I'll see what I can do to help. Okay, bye for now.